Welcome to Shortys SuperCoach and welcome to my press conference, albeit you probably listened to it Wednesday morning. I'm doing it Tuesday night here. It's bloody freezing. You can probably hear the rain coming in. It was snowing today in Ballarat. What am I doing? But gee, it was cold. But we'll get around to the podcast anyway. And we're going live. This is the first time I've looked at it. I've just opened up the laptop. Part of me didn't want to look at my side because I feared the worst. And you know when you don't really look at the scores too much, but you hear things, you see players' stats, and you go, gee, I don't even want to see what they scored. And for a few players it was what I feared, but for others it wasn't too bad and perhaps better than I expected. So it was nice to see that as I opened it up just before. Let's have a look. 2,179. So again, I sort of just plateaued. I moved down 400 odd spots, which is not too bad. Won 5 of my 9 leagues. As you can see, I've still got 7 trades, which I'll probably have to use a couple of those, as you'll see when I start talking about my team, as many of you will. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Top 15%. I'll take it because I didn't feel I had a great round. As we move across to my side, and look at that back line. That's an absolute pile. Just terrible, let's be honest. I mean, Simpson led the way with 93, and otherwise, Bartel stunk it up. Rich, I think, got concussed. Birchall played okay, but didn't score well. McVeigh was sort of likewise consistent, and Shaw scored 82. Not too bad considering the Pies gave him a thumping. Dangerfield, dominant again. He's going fantastic. Pendlebury was good. Selwood good. Pritis very good, as was Robbie Gray, and Shield, you know, just okay. He's very consistent. And the two guys, Ablett and Liberatore, well, gee whiz, aren't they just problem childs at the moment? Really hurting us, of course. Ablett out for the year, and Libba, well, he's probably right for this week, except for the fact he has to get on a plane, so he's not going to play because I think he's got bruising in the lung or something. So, but he killed us with a 47, which was a pretty good score. Like, he went off with, I think, 2 minutes left in the first half, so probably on track for 100. Now, the rucks went well, 141 and 110 from Gordon and Goldstein, and the forward line was reasonable as well. Jaden Hunt continues to put in some reasonable scores, which I'm very much happy with. Lid's good, Martin good, Montagna and Franklin, you know, consistent, as would Hall. So it's pretty much what I expect. A lot of guys were consistent without being great, which helped with a reasonable score, and you know, probably got what I deserved, really. You know, just an okay week, which, you know, I'll take. I probably anticipated dropping off maybe a few thousand spots, and again, my concern remains about that bench. Of course, Collins rose up. He's nearly at 300,000, but especially with a few injuries coming out in the like of Libba and Ablett, then you look for some coverage even just for a week, and you know, you're really searching for it. So I'll just cross over to my league. I probably won't put this in the little screenshot bit, but I'll have a bit of a chat about it as it loads. Where is it? Jeez, where's the joys of doing it live, hey, when your computer doesn't load. But we're getting there now. SuperCoach HQ League. Changed it to round 16. Bear with me, where am I? Damn it, lost by 97 points. So that's a bit of a bugger, and that probably sells the end of me, to be honest. I'm down there at 14th, 2 games outside the 8, so yeah, you'd probably call it curtains for Shorty, unfortunately. I think most of my leagues I'm doing okay, but it probably underlines how strong a league it is. I mean, this league is ranked 142 out of 25,000 leagues. Now, that's an average of 2,112 league average, and oh, look, you guys probably know I'm not a massive believer in league outcomes. I'm also play for the total points, and you know, just that yearly rank, I mean, of course I'm not going to win the money, but I like to still take a bit of pride in finishing as good as I possibly can. I don't have a stack of mates that play the game as well. There's a few, but they probably don't take it as serious as myself, so there's not that natural rivalry to, you know, beat your mate. So they play it socially, and we have a pretty competitive SuperCoach draft league, but which I've bundled out in as well. I've been hit hard by injury, which I think I'll be lucky to scrape the finals, but that's another matter. Probably losing credibility by the second, guys, but I trust you. I won the draft league last year, so hold the faith. But look, that's my team. I'll take it. Now, I think stay tuned for the weekend preview. Feel free to send me some questions. I've got the next couple of days off, so I do encourage it to send a few through. I got to a couple last week, but hopefully you understand it. Just, you know, I know everyone works full time, but just the travel and getting used to it is, you know, really not taking its toll. But I've been hard pressed for time when you're trying to also socialise and catch up with family. So bit going on, but I encourage you to send through your questions. Of course, Ablett and Libba related. That'll be the main focus surrounding the weekend preview. It's bad in a way, but in another way it actually gives me something specific to talk about in the weekend preview, because the last few weeks it's been kind of general, you know, trade this guy, trade down to this guy, pretty general SuperCoach stuff. So we've got the curveball now. Libba and Ablett, two key midfield components of many people's sides, and it comes at a shocking time. I mean, I have 400k in the bank. Now that's not by design, that's just fortunate timing. So I'll be right. I may cop a zero if I choose to keep Libba, but covering Ablett will be no trouble. Some people may not have that luxury, so stay tuned for that. This one should probably come up Wednesday morning, this podcast. Just off the top of my head, thinking in regards to weekend previews, probably get round to that on the Thursday, and hopefully have it up Thursday night. That's probably a ballpark figure, I would say. Definitely mid sort of Friday. Mid-Arvo, I would hope. So I'll aim for Thursday night. But thanks for sticking around, guys. I always appreciate it, and I look forward to your questions as always. And as always, apologies for the disjointed and lack of routine in my videos. I will get there once I find a place. My life will form a bit more routine, and the flow and effect will be the podcast can follow suit. So I hope everything's going well in the SuperCoach world for you guys, and in world in general, and I'll chat to you soon.